the German giant, Hugo Andore. The British behemoth, Titan the Great. Tonight, the biggest men in CWA collide. This is the Crash Carnival. We are live, and it's a Saturday night. It's time for a fight, and it's time for a Superstar Challenge as well, as Saturday Night Slam Masters comes to you from Germany. And here comes Superstar Joe. Look at those eyes. Yeah, all right. What a night we have for you here. We're in Germany, and the German giant Hugo Andore is in the building for a dream match against, well, the other Titan of CWA, Titan the Great, the two biggest men in our main event tonight. But right now, it's the Superstar Challenge, and we await the muscle bomber to face this guy. Been on a real tear lately. Who's it gonna be? Oh my! Whoa, I don't know much about this individual. A German local, Black Widow is the name. And what an unusual character this is. Of course, this is the brainchild of Don Savage, the Superstar Challenge. We haven't seen it for a couple of weeks now, but back in action here. Oh my, look at that. All the fanfare, all the pomp and circumstance for Black Widow. Impressive agility here as Black Widow enters the ring. What an unusual individual. This should be a very interesting matchup. Superstar Joe really throwing the open challenge out to the entire roster here at CWA, and of course, to the locals, Black Widow, local talent. And here we go. Considerable size advantage. Oh, nice headbutt. You certainly see Black Widow towers over Superstar Joe. He's not one of the biggest guys here at CWA, but his kickboxing acumen has certainly seen him racking up the wins since Don Savage cooked up the Superstar Challenge. Superstar Joe really making a name for himself, but he's under the pump here. Black Widow really showing an impressive series of strikes, but Joe keeps it under control. Heads to the corner. See, that is an interesting cowl on the head of Black Widow. I gotta wonder maybe if there's some sort of padding, perhaps a helmet under there. Superstar Joe goes through the cover. Only two. I wonder about the legality of that unusual shaped helmet. A little too large for a human skull, I've got to think. And Superstar Joe, not afraid to lay his fists into that, whatever that headpiece is. Superstar Joe really working the arms, using his feet intelligently. Has done a tremendous job parlaying a kickboxing career into a run here in the squared circle of CWA. Going to the top rope now. Big diving stomp and a fist drop. Superstar Joe is really not pulling his punches. There's the big headbutt. And again, I have to wonder what is inside that cowl. Black Widow, very unusual. Interesting offense. Very acrobatic, gymnastic, flamboyant style of Black Widow. Appears to be almost blindfolded, but can clearly detect what is going on around him. And, whoa, swinging neckbreaker. Very nice offensive move. Snapmare takeover. That interesting dive we've seen A lot of acrobatic flair from Black Widow here. This could be the kind of unconventional offense that can catch Superstar Joe unprepared. As we got a hold locked in here, it looks like Superstar Joe can't quite reach the ropes, manages to turn over and fighting his way out. Throwing those fists, a bit of desperation, and Superstar Joe really doesn't want to lose his legs. Nice jumping pump kick there. And going back for the old-fashioned mounted punches. Goes for the cover. 2.5. Superstar Joe does not want to allow Black Widow to use those tangling leg locks. Once again, going the mounted punches. Almost an MMA flair in Superstar Joe's offensive in his arsenal. Well, there's that Sabat kick. The Sabat kick, and I think that's going to be it here. No. Long two. Superstar Joe has been using that kick very effectively as a finishing move. And oh, whoa, Black Widow ducks the jump spinning kick. Fires back with a kick of his own. Off the ropes. Interesting sort of hip attack style move there. And another. We've seen those kinds of moves used by Rainbow Mika. And now Joe is in the corner. Manages to kick his way out of danger there. Oh, there's another one. High roundhouse kick. Could it be? It's another win for Superstar Joe. The Superstar Challenge continues. There's that spinning Sobat kick, but it was the roundhouse kick that really did the damage. Whatever kind of padding might be in that helmet, I'm not sure. Didn't seem to make a difference. As Superstar Joe picks up a fantastic win to kick things off here in Germany. CWA Crash Carnival in effect. And stay with us for more action. We're just going to go to a quick commercial. We'll be right back. And we're back, and it's the Commissioner Mike Haggar making his way out here. Clearly some business to be taken care of by the Macho Commissioner, and I gotta wonder, we have seen this ongoing war of words between Mike Haggar and Victor Ortega, and I wonder if he's going to address that. Any number of issues could be here. Commissioner Mike Haggar has various responsibilities here at CWA. But it's got to be pretty significant if it's brought him here to Germany. Long way from Metro City. And there he is. The beloved Commissioner. What is he going to say here?
Victor Ortega, your language in Japan was frankly disgusting.
This was a couple of weeks ago.
Haggar. You.
Oh my.
I am the world champion. You want it? Come and get it. Enough is enough. This has to end. As far as I'm concerned, Mysterious Budo is the #1 contender. But after the last few weeks, other CWA officials feel it should be Ivan or else Stinger. The world champion, Alexei Zalazov, isn't here right now. But he will be in England next week. And I'm going to ask him what he thinks about all of this. And we're going to decide once and for all who gets the shot at CWA International Blowout.
So there you have it. Mysterious Budo in the prime position. But clearly the champion, Alexei Zalazov, is going to have his say for this International Blowout main event. And of course, we've already got the Joshi Bombers lined up. Rainbow Mika, Yamano Nadeshiko taking on the Wind Thunder Sisters, Raika and Fuka. That's going to be a fantastic event. We're still building that card. And, well, here's a guy who could be a big part of the international blowout. Sheep the Royal. This German crowd, inspired by this almost post-apocalyptic visage of Sheep the Royal. Wow, what a look. All part of the pageantry of his entrance. We picked up Sheep the Royal when we were in Australia. This man, an accomplished muscle bomber, but an Australian football player, came to the United States to participate in the gridiron, but he is at home here in CWA.
Whoa, look at that.
He's all muscle. Clearly there's a real intrigue behind this man, a real sense that maybe Sheep the Royal could go all the way now that he has returned to CWA. And I'm told that he's going to be facing Rasta Gomez here in mere moments. Of course, they went head-to-head back in Japan.
Look at that.
Fantastic. Apparently, by request of both competitors, this is going to be a no-holds-barred match. But, of course, don't forget, later tonight, the main event, Titan the Great against Hugo Andore. The two biggest men in CWA colliding in really a dream match. But here comes Rasta Gomez, and, of course, no-holds-barred. Looks like maybe Freak is going to sit this one out. Perhaps just eliminating any temptation, any chance of interference. Here you see scenes from when they collided back in Japan, and really a very hard-hitting match. Tremendous aggression for both men. Big, hard-hitting moves. They were fighting on the outside. A big diving missile drop kick. Maybe just a little bit of spite working its way as these two big, burly guys testing each other's strength. Be very interesting to see what these guys do under no-holds-barred circumstances. Really going to open up the bag of tricks, and this could get ugly, quite frankly. Sheep the Royal's quite a character. Interesting expression on his face. I think he enjoys his work. And these guys now charging in. Sheep the Royal burying the knee. But now Rasta Gomez fighting back. Nice combination strikes. Rasta Gomez, very wild, unpredictable style. I think he's biting Sheep the Royal in the forehead. Referee can only watch. It's no-holds-barred. Referee's discretion. He may choose to introduce a disqualification. Now, here's a cover. No-holds-barred really does free these guys up to do just about anything, but referee's discretion. He may step in. This is not a hardcore rules match per se, but we may see weapons. As Rasta Gomez goes to the top rope. Oh my God! Look at that! That diving, tumbling move. What a maneuver. Sheep the Royal desperate to fight back now. Nice combination. Neither of these guys is holding anything back. I think these guys like fighting each other. They like hurting each other. There's a big clothesline takedown from the former football player. It's American football. Of course, Sheep the Royal is Australian. And what's he doing? Oh, no. Well, he just hoisted the steel steps. Not sure where he's going with them. Well, they're in the ring now. And no-holds-barred could be taking on a new meaning. Picks Sheep the Royal up. Is he gonna? What? Oh, well, I thought he was gonna drop him on the steel steps, but spared him. Perhaps Rasta Gomez was able to adjust his weight, avoid that punishment as Sheep the Royal now spins him around. I'm dizzy just watching. Sheep is all fired up here. Rasta Gomez rolling to the outside. I don't believe they will be able to pin or submit here on the outside. Still got to do it inside the ring. I could be mistaken. This is no holds barred. It's not falls count anywhere, but was an interesting gut-wrench move. Rasta Gomez using the outside to his advantage. I'm not sure what he's doing there. Perhaps gnawing on the hand? Rasta Gomez. He's an interesting character. Lives in the mountains of the Dominican Republic where he was raised, but a placid man by day, a wild man in the ring. Big German suplex. And hooks the leg. This German crowd in appreciation of the suplex, but no, only two. Sheep kicking out, and Rasta Gomez can't believe it. Oh, blocks the punch. Face lock. Big snap suplex. These guys are brawlers. They're big, burly, tough guys. Oh, DDT! What a counter. These guys are all of those things, but they are also highly skilled muscle bomber, professional wrestlers. Well, what's Rasta Gomez doing? That's not catch as catch can. That's a baseball bat. However you cut it. That is a tool for bludgeoning. Oh no! No! Bringing the baseball bat down across the ribs and the forehead of Sheep the Royal. He snatched it away. Buries it in the gut of Rasta Gomez, and now it's Rasta Gomez who's being hit for 6. I can't believe that. This ref may have to step in here. The ball bat goes spilling. And hoists him up. Nice power slam. Hooks the leg. This could be it. Well, only 2. We'll be right back after this. And we're back. Sheep the Royal now in control. Waiting for Rasta Gomez to get up. What's this going to be? Maybe looking for a powerbomb. Rasta rolls out the back. Sliding out of the hold. And now Sheep the Royal's in the corner. Gets the elbow up. Fighting out of the corner. Nice clothesline. That's... Oh, big back body drop. Sheep the Royal now. Oh, the Spine Buster. And that could just about be it. Rasta Gomez kicking out. Sheep's not happy with the count. He wants that ref to be right on it. I'm not sure I see a problem. That baseball bat's a bit of a problem for me, though. Spitting. This is an unusual offense, but that very disorienting for both men by the look of it. Hooks the leg. Well, the spinning scoop slam got it done, but maybe the damage was already done earlier with that baseball bat. Here you see the spinning scoop slam used more than once by Sheep the Royal. Very unconventional. Nice German suplex. A lot of hard-hitting moves. These guys are not pulling their punches. And Sheep the Royal comes out on top here in Germany. Very impressive. Hell of a matchup, but I gotta wonder, we might not have seen the last of these two. Well, here comes the United and Mighty, and Ivan is right there in the middle. One of the guys who is vying for potentially a championship opportunity. Ivan had a great win last week in Russia against El Fuerte. He's been certainly harassing our Muscle Bomber Spotlight, Lucky Cove, and Alexei Zalazov, the Hyper Cannons. I really wonder, though, Maybe El Stinger looks a little bit more impressive after that win against Zangief in particular. And well, speaking of the devil, here he comes. The most exciting man in CWA, the Lucha Legend, El Stinger. This guy is an absolute excitement machine. And oh, there you go. Diving into the ring. Perfect illustration. Of course, he's been dealing with Los Dragones Eternos. Took care of them back in Mexico. And that win against Zangief really compels me to think that this guy could be a perfect world champion. Certainly a great challenger, but championship situation is really no clearer. We're going to find out next week when Alexei Zalazov is in England. The Crash Carnival making its way across Europe. I could certainly see El Stinger competing for that world championship, though. Top class competitor, and well, I guess we're going to see him and Ivan perhaps working this out. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a clearer picture from this matchup here. Gee, DDT, El Stinger just going right to work here. Nice drop kick. Ivan and the United Mighty really throwing their weight around. How's that for throwing your weight around? Big diving splash from the top rope. Only gets a 1. El Stinger's high risk, high flying moves. Certainly a signature here in CWA. We love to see it. Driving the kick into the back. Oh, acrobatics just coming with ease. Effortless. As he takes the front face lock. Nice snap. Suplex. Ivan really having trouble here. And don't think you're safe outside of the ring. Look at that. Over the top rope. Unbelievable. Just throwing caution to the wind. El Stinger. And there's a standing shooting star press. What is Igor doing? Igor just hovering menacingly. This is a one-on-one matchup. The United Mighty been using those numbers advantages. Igor's on the apron. He should not be up there. He does not belong on the apron. He is not in this matchup. Okay, just getting out of the way. Fair enough. And now Stinger dives back into the ring. Nice standing shooting star press. And Ivan is in big trouble here. Desperation knee. Ivan trying to get back into this matchup somehow. Ducks. And well, modified spine buster. Using his size and strength advantage against El Fuerte. Big clubbing right hand. And stomping away on El Fuerte. Grounding El Fuerte is really key to mitigating his offensive potential. Oh, the big power bomb. And Ivan is using his strength, throwing his weight around. Lifts him off the mat. Another power bomb. And suddenly, Ivan is back in this match, and I guess that is the case for him being a legitimate contender. He came to CWA, attacked Alexei Zalazov, claimed to have been denied opportunity at the Summer Carnival Championship, which of course crowned a new champion, and has really been a thorn in the side of Alexei Zalazov and all the contenders ever since. Of course, Mysterious Budo, the clear favorite right now to be a top contender. He's been causing plenty of trouble back to Ivan, kind of evening the table, evening the score somewhat. El Stinger goes to the top rope here. Nice double axe handle smash from the top. And a drop kick. Igor's all fired up. He doesn't like it. And now El Stinger has Ivan on the apron. What's this going to be here? Nice little slingshot move. Oh, well, Boris now is on the apron. And exchanging words now. Igor, all of the United Mighty are exchanging words, distracting El Stinger. And now Ivan taking advantage with that hammer and sickle suplex into a clothesline. This is not right. Well, the distraction, giving Ivan the opportunity. This is an absolute... Wow. Al Stinger kicks out somehow. Multiple power bombs. That hammer and sickle German suplex into the sickle clothesline. And now Ivan with a military press just parading Al Stinger around, but Al Stinger has too much heart for that. He's not afraid of falling from a great height. Oh my, what a maneuver. Hey, Boris is on the apron again. Come on, ref. Boris causing yet another distraction. There's the standing shooting star press. Al Stinger is doing everything, taking every risk just to keep himself in this match. And there's the, well, it's more of a body scissors into a takedown. Very impressive. Al Stinger having to work double time to deal with all of these United and Mighty distractions. Goes to the top rope. He's very close to those guys on the outside. He's got to be careful here. What's he gonna do? Oh my! That meteoric, that comet, moonsault. And now, what's Igor doing? Igor breaks the cover. The match was over. The referee calls for the bell, but Igor is stomping away on Al Stinger. This is not right. Well, I've seen some thefts in my time, but during the break, the United and Mighty celebrating the ill-gotten gains of their... Well, Ivan still lost. It was a disqualification. But it was the United and Mighty who was standing tall at the end. But you want to talk about standing tall. Here is the biggest man at CWA. He is flanked by his own compadres. Hugo Andore on the right. Led to the ring by Poison, and this German crowd thrilled to see their favorite son back. There's Saddam. We haven't seen him quite as active lately. And this doesn't bode well for Titan the Great. Just like United and Mighty, we've seen Mad Gear using the numbers advantage ever since, well, I mean, it's a similar story. Saddam attacked Alexei Zalazov, the world champion. Really, that world championship has just put a massive target on Alexei Zalazov's back. And it was Mad Gear who was seizing upon it. Really, they have invaded, to some degree, CWA. Hugo Andore trying to insert himself into the championship picture lately, perhaps under the guidance of Poison. Gee, look at the size of this guy. 7 feet 10, but he was cut down in Japan 2 weeks ago. In the main event, when Mysterious Budo managed to defeat him. Of course, Mysterious Budo really the outstanding favorite right now to challenge for the championship, but we need to know what's going on with the championship. And here comes, well, the only man that Hugo Andore does not dwarf, Titan the Great. This guy has really got a lot of promise. But he's going to have to overcome a man who can stand toe-to-toe, nose-to-nose, eye-to-eye with him. Not a lot of guys can do that. Titan the Great has really been dealing with the biggest men in CWA since the return. He had to face Gerald. No, he teamed with Gerald Golby. I'm sorry, I'm mistaken, but he did face Giant Piledriver multiple times, and that was very interesting stuff. What's going to happen here when he faces a man who is bigger than him? This is not something that Titan the Great is really used to experiencing at all. It'll be very interesting to see how these styles clash, and of course the cultures of the Germans and the English. A little bit of a rivalry there. Well, Titan the Great, cool under pressure as these giants collide. It's truly a clash of the Titans. As Titan goes the goozle, I don't think he's... Whoa! buries the fist in the midsection of Hugo Andore. Hugo goes down hard. I did not expect to see that, and oh man! Sort of a reverse chokeslam, a rear chokeslam, and goes the cover. I did not expect to see this match start this way, and maybe the maneuverability, the agility of Titan the Great might just be slightly greater than that of the larger Hugo Andore is, oh my lord, 440 pounds on the shoulders of Titan the Great, and he is cranking with the torture rack. Well, Hugo Andore managed to fight his way out, but that is not a good place for Hugo to be. Nice shoulder tackle, puts Titan down. The splash keeps him there. Hugo Andore is really, I guess, the taller, but also the much more robust of the two. And another big splash. The heavier of the two, throwing his weight around. He's going to the top rope. Surely not. Surely not. From the top rope, the diving splash. Hugo Andore collides with maximum damage, and now a shoulder claw. Just clamping down on the muscles of Titan the Great, and that could really affect his ability to hit the Titan Breaker and the torture rack. Good strategy from Hugo Andore. Maybe getting a few tips from Poison at ringside. You can see Poison and Saddam both watching. Hopefully we won't see a repeat of the last match. Can't believe the United and Mighty continue just to use their numbers advantage to press their own agenda, and I don't know what that means for the championship situation. They beat down El Stinger, came out on top, but it was technically a win for El Stinger. Disqualification, even though it may be. Now this action is on the outside. One of these guys could get DQ'd. Referee starts the count. Oh, Hugo misses with a splash. Charging knee from Titan the Great. And Titan is just trying to get back in this match. Going for that rear choke slam again. Poison lurking just behind Titan. Is Poison going to get involved? The Mad Gear Gang probably not much better than the United and Mighty. But Titan is handling this. Gut wrench. Into a suplex. This is a 9 count. These guys are going to get counted out here. Hugo's down. Oh, wait. Well, Titan the Great does not want to get counted out here in Germany. Maybe knows that he might be in a little bit of danger here if he gets a count-out win that way here in Germany. I don't think the Germans want to see that for Hugo Andore. Whoa. Titan not afraid to antagonize this crowd. A little bit of showboating. Really hammering down on Hugo. We've seen Hugo go down just 2 weeks ago. Mysterious Budo did the same thing. He chopped away at Hugo Andore, used his fast speed, his attack, his strikes, his kicks. It was really those kicks that make Mysterious Budo a dangerous challenger. Once again, Poison. What is Poison doing? Well, jeez. Maybe just playing some mind games with Titan the Great. As Hugo now takes advantage. Big scoop slam in the corner. I thought maybe he was going to go for the turnbuckle. Did not. Hard right hands. And now. Well, I thought it was going to be a torture rack. It is not. Hugo makes the cover. Looks like Saddam maybe just getting into it with this crowd. It's a rowdy one. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Titan gets him up. Titan Breaker! Titan Breaker! That could be it! The biggest Titan Breaker in CWA. Oh, come on. Saddam is up on the apron. I gotta think that could have been it. Referee distracted. Did not make the cover. Now Titan the Great. Big knee slam. Hugo spills to the outside. And Titan follows him. Slamming Hugo's head into the mat. And again. And don't be fooled. These pads that surround the ring in this This really outrageous green color. They do not provide that much in the way of padding. Really a formality as far as that's concerned. There is no give in these mats. They're very thin. Really just preventing damage to the arena more than these muscle bombers. Hugo gets him up. Big power slam. Hey, Saddam just threw a chair into the ring. Referee needs to get eyes on the back of his head to deal with these mad gear shenanigans. Well, there you go. The ref's got the chair. He's getting rid of it, but Hugo has Titan up. Titan fights out. Misses with a wild chop. Nice flapjack. And what's this going to be? Looks like Titan's gearing up for something. No, Hugo had him scouted. Choke slam! Choke slam! Off the ropes. And another big splash. Hugo is fighting back with everything he has. And he's got Titan up. No. Titan gets out. Arm wrench. Russian leg sweep. What's Titan going to do here? He's got to do something. Well, returning the favor with the shoulder claw. Squeezing down on those muscles, the shoulder muscles of Hugo. Oh, another big splash. We're staying with this match to the conclusion. I gotta think it's coming soon. Big choke toss. These are the two biggest men in CWA, and they are throwing bombs. As Hugo goes to the top rope once again. We saw this earlier in the match. No, thought better of it. Maybe the distance a little too great, but there's a choke slam. What's this gonna be? Hard right hand, clubbing blows. Titan really looking groggy right now. And now Hugo going up top. Maybe more comfortable with the distance, comfortable with Titan being on the mat. The diving big splash! 7 feet 10, flying through the air. Titan making his way to his feet. Hugo gets him up. There's that twisting move, that slam. This could be it. There it is, Hugo Andore, the German Giant, scoring a big win, and this crowd is coming unstuck. The German fans in awe of Hugo Andore, the 7'10" Giant, the biggest man, and perhaps the best of the Giants here in CWA. Titan the Great unlucky. Be here next week as we go to England. Perhaps Titan will have something to say then.
You are now entering the hellhole.